At first I was really scared because it seemed like a very outward, showy thing to do for whatever reason. Like I think faith is a very personal thing, especially like in my head it should be a very personal thing. And it definitely still is. But when I first got like confronted with the fact that, hey, like, would you want to be baptized? I was like, that's really showy. Like, I don't do that. I don't do showy stuff. Like, I know I'm a Christian. I know I follow God. Like, isn't that enough? And it wasn't. I mean, obviously it's not. But I think once I realized I could take that and still have it be very personal and make it my own, like, it was definitely kind of the deciding factor that, oh, like, it is still a personal thing. It's just you're doing this kind of like this next step to solidify that. It's always been ingrained in my family to like follow Christ or like to go to church or like to be involved in a youth group or something, but it was definitely at different levels all through my life. Then like ultimately I guess why I'm like here in Jake as well at the moment is because like the summer after my freshman year I just got really bad anxiety, just like not like myself at all, didn't want to do anything, didn't want to like go out of the house, didn't want to do most of the things that I love doing. For whatever reason in the fall, like I'd heard multiple people, like my godmother kind of came to me, just different people from very different walks of like parts of my life were like, hey, like, have you thought about going back to church? Have you thought about doing these things? And like the fact that different people, and it come up like kind of organically in many situations, is like, oh, I probably should do that. Maybe that's a thing I should do again. I was baptized when I was young, but I didn't really like know what was going on because I was probably a toddler at the point, and so it was kind of like a thing that I always knew I had been baptized, but I didn't really know the reasoning behind it. And so kind of ultimately, at first I was not against it, but I was just like, why should I have to like make this public display? Like, faith is a super personal thing. Like, why is this like an issue? I think that definitely sort of solidified like when I realized I could make it my own, because it's my own like kind of step to be like, hey, I'm with Christ right now. This dude who just like embodies all the things you're supposed to be and died for us, and the fact that he did that is awesome. Like, I don't know, just like the full effects of the fact that he is like Son of God, like, I don't know, Christ on earth, like the fact that that is a real thing is kind of like mind-blowing still to me, if that makes sense. I don't know, that someone would take all of our burdens is still like, what the heck, like how is that even possible? And so it's just, I don't know, it's kind of crazy. If you keep asking questions, that means you're on a path towards something, and hopefully you find that you can take the next step with Christ.